I originally came out as gay, and now that I'm older, I have learned that I don't really identify with that label anymore. I think to the people who don't fully connect with a label or don't think that they fit into a box, maybe they just need to create their own box. And I feel like that's what I've been working on now, is just creating the box that I want to fit in. And if anyone else wants to fit into that box, they're more than welcome to. But if not, I'm fine in it alone.
I thought, well, I'll just be the most masculine lesbian that I could be, right? But then I would go to events and I realized there was other, also, I guess, masculine, who I would perceive as masculine women there, but they were also very proud women, right? And that was the part that I couldn't relate to. And I was like, wait a second. So we're both like sort of relating to each other on this level of masculinity until we get to this line where you're like, I'm this proud woman. And I kind of would stop at that line and feel like, I don't know if I could say that and feel, genuine. And so then I was like, okay, maybe there's something more to this gender identity piece that I need to explore. And so,
when you see your son out there living authentically and really trying to be his true self and contribute and be successful in who he is authentically, then you as a mother want to be as good as your son. So I think he's the one that really motivated me and encouraged me to go and be an ally, a mother and an ally, and eventually an activist.
I didn't see the media and the imagery within the gay world reflect me or my interests. And I remember in 1992 discovering Bare magazine. And I walked in and I was looking at the porn collection and I was like, none of this is interesting to me. He said, well, let me help you. What are you interested in? Like, describe what you want. And I described a bear and he's like, oh, well, you're into bears. And I'm like, I am? Oh yeah, I guess that's what I am. I mean, that's my nickname for E. And I didn't realize there was a whole genre of that. First you have to come out as queer. And then you have to come out as being, a bear or a chub chaser or, into not the mainstream.
Something I've realized is there's your sexual orientation and then your romantic orientation and who you get companionship from. And I do think that I'm bisexual, but maybe andro-romantic. I think I would have had more experiences with people of different genders earlier if I had known that it was an option. Whether it's heteronormative culture judging you or queer culture judging you, like, you don't need the judgy people, just find the people who want to get to know you and what you have to offer, and dress however you want and make out with who you want and be yourself.
One of the questions that I used to get often was, would you rather your son be gay or straight? So I said, that while I totally support him, if you ask me would I rather he be gay or straight, my answer is I'd rather he be straight because I think he'd have a happier, easier life. Fast forward when the United States passed equal marriage, that at that moment I came to the realization that if that's who he is, I wouldn't change it for anything. He's great. He'd be a little taller. But other than that, he's great. He's wonderful. We love him. He loves us. We get along great. I wouldn't change anything about him. So today when I'm asked, would you rather your son be gay or straight? He's gay, so I'd rather he be gay.
I think a lot of times that would have brought somebody down and they would have not been able to keep going with their lives and get better. I think that they would have fallen into the drug addiction, they would have fallen into the abuse with others, they would have fallen into these other things. And I've been very fortunate in that I've had people come into my lives at times that I never would have guessed who have been able to support me and lift me up and let me know that things can be better. You have two choices in life. You can either, tell people your story, they're going to feel sorry for you, and that's going to last a little while, and then they're going to get bored with it and they're going to move on. Or you can tell people your story and you can do something with it and you can make a change and make it better, and that's where you want to be.